So no intro video today because we actually are renaming what this time slot is, and we're going to call it Weekly Energy Update. And we're going to talk about what's happening in the world, what's happening energetically, and maybe give a little wisdom on how to navigate what the hell is happening for you. Maybe wisdom or comedic relief. One of the two, and you can take it however feels good for you.
I like it. Okay, I'm just
Wisdom,
here.
comedic relief.
Sharing.
Wisdom, comedic relief.
Yes.
So, say hi when you pop on and tell us what is happening for you energetically this week. And we can kind of share what's happening for us. And then Jenny and I will, like, kind of the new format is we'll kind of both pull a card and or pull some wisdom, however we choose to pull it.
So, I'm just going to go.
Yeah, go for it. What's your wisdom, Jenny?
Well, I'm just going to share what's going on. It has been one hell of a month.
It's been a rough one for you. You've been in it.
It has been really rough for me. It's really interesting. Last night, I had a client, and it's always. I think it's always interesting when your clients are kind of going through similar things. In a completely different.
That always happens to me.
But it's like the same. Like, oh, I need this information. Things that I'm sharing with you, I need to listen to. And the phrase that continued to show up for me yesterday 3 or 4 times was that the breakdown always comes with a breakthrough. Like that moment of like, you know what, F it all, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. I quit. I'm going to sell everything. I'm going to run away. That moment where you're like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Within like hours to usually days, it's between hours to days. It's never been weeks for me anyway. There's a breakthrough that happens after that breakdown. Mm-hmm. Yesterday, I had this just like F it moment. I'm done. I don't care anymore because nobody else seems to care. And I don't know why I keep trying so hard. I'm done. And I know I'm not, but like I just have to give voice to it, right? To feel it and go, okay.
Oh. So who else, real quick, is there anyone else watching, even on the replay, who's at that point in their life where like, all of you, like, just fuck it, I'm done. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm out. Like, see ya. I am going to go on, what do they call it? Sabbatical?
Sabbatical, hiatus.
Hiatus. I'm going to go on Rumspringa. Like, I don't know, I'm out. Like,
yeah, who else is there? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. Actually, I know. I've got quite a few clients going through it. A lot of my drum sisters are going through it. So I know I'm not the only one. But if you're there, comment. Let me know. Kate, thank you. I appreciate your love. Thank you for sending me love. But the breakthrough always comes after the breakdown. Always. And so I know this. It's happened multiple times. And so it's like, okay, just like, I'm just being with it. This is like the first time I'm allowing myself to just be with it instead of like fighting and resisting. Well, I've been fighting and resisting it. But like, I've been conscious aware of what's been going on. And I know that there's a huge breakthrough coming. So it's just like,
I think it's something like the thing that came to my brain right when you're talking about this is like how people get to this break, like what it looks like to break down for people is very different. It really is very different because your breakdown looks very different than my breakdown. And we've both, I think, had those moments within the last month of like, for me, like the rage takes over. And it's not so much for me, it's not so much a I'm done. It's more of a like, hello, like it is almost as like wanting to take more control and to push harder. And so for me, that's when I know that I'm in this space of over, like, because the breakdown really, in my opinion, is energy overload. Like, you just have too much going on that your body just is like, and done. And it shows up in lots of different ways. So be kind and gentle to yourself because it could be showing up for you in a lot of different ways. But if you're getting to that point of feeling like I think for everyone, it feels like there's just so much going on in their brain and they can't keep up with it all. And that's like the common thing that I've experienced. How you show it, though, that comes in lots of different ways from I don't know. Do you agree?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
How it comes out is different. Energy overload.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about grounding for a second? Because I think that's been like a huge part of how you've been working through this.
Yes. Grounding is one of my most favorite things to do. I have to be outside every day, that's why winter is really hard for me. We're coming into winter. Winter is coming. So I'm like, prepare yourself. Be outside as much as possible. But grounding is so big for me. Today, I actually had Jerry take me up into the mountains, high up as we could go and trek. And we took blankets and pillows and my drum and like all the tools. And I literally laid on the tree, my feet on the tree, my back against the tree. I stood and leaned my forehead against the tree. I hugged the tree. Because this earth is literally like the plug that you put your phone in every night. That's what earth does for you. You have to be out there barehanded and barefooted because plastic is a great conductor of energy. So we walk around in shoes that have plastic. We drive in cars that have plastic wheels, tires, whatever it is. I know one's like the metal thing and the other one's a rubber thing. I was married to a car guy and he'd get not mad, but he'd be like, this is this and this is that. I'm like, wheels, tires are the same thing. They're different. But I can never remember which one is which. So, but anyway, they all could, and we're in our houses, and they are grounded. So, which is nice. We don't get, hit by lightning, but we are just not connected to this earth energy.
We were talking about this in Rising today, and I realized how, like, one of our members had kind of brought it up, and I was like, wow, I like to think I'm a really earthy person, but I was thinking to myself, when was the last time that I like legit, not like on the concrete, not like in my shoes, like when was the last time that I like stood barefoot to bare earth? It's been a while. Like I don't know that I remember the last time. So that was a beautiful reminder for me to step on the earth while we still can if you live in Utah, because here soon it's going to be too cold.
Winter is coming. Yes.
The white walkers are coming.
The night is dark. Terror.
We're going to do a little Game of Thrones moment. I'm going to need to know who is watching House of Dragon. I need to know. Okay, I need to know which of our followers are House of Dragon people. Maybe we have a little House of Dragons watching party. I don't know.
I need to find someone who has HBO Max because I don't have it anymore. And I was so sad because I started watching Time Traveler's Wife, which was awesome. And then that went away. And then I started to see ads for House of Dragon coming. I was like, oh! And now I don't have HBO Max anymore. So
it is House of Dragons. Man, I'm in it. Okay, we digress. Okay. I'm going to pull some. Ooh.
They're going to jump.
The card's going to jump out, and I'm going to figure out how. Okay, so the wisdom for this week, at least Jasmine's wisdom for this week, and what's coming up is I want you to just see the picture first. Look how beautiful it is. I talk so much about this channel of light. I don't think I ever got a meditation where I don't talk about the golden column of light ever. So in today's wisdom, I just want, if it feels good to you, if you vibe with this, close your eyes and just imagine that golden white column coming down through your body. And so you just like think about the top of your head opening, like blossoming like a beautiful flower, and just think of the sun just coming down through the top of your head. That's what I mean. This, and if you're crazy fancy, you can add some sparkles in there. Healing the mother line, healing ancestral work, the mother line, growing up. This is the wisdom that's coming in for right now. So I love to live my life in this place of questions. Like what questions does this card lead me to ask myself for this week? And maybe you're into it also. Healing the mother line. So I'm thinking to myself right now, what is my relationship like with my mother? What is my relationship like with this beautiful, divine, feminine energy? If you're not ready to dive into this mother relationship, what is your relationship with like Mother Earth below us? What is your relationship with Divine Mother, Sophia Love? What is your relationship? Maybe some of the Ascended Masters like Hathor, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Isis, Green Tara, whatever, like any of the Sophia people, really, you can kind of bring in there. What is your relationship with those mothers? Do you have a divine mother? Do you have this beautiful, whole, healed, feminine energy in your life? And what is your connection to that? Is the questions I think that we should be asking this week. I think is something to be contemplating, and that's what the card is really guiding us to. How to get through this next week of life is really noting that divine feminine energy. How are you connected? What is that for you? If you don't know what that is for you, find it. Wisdom. That's the wisdom. Finding that for people. This is the beautiful card. What is that divine? What is grandma? Your grandma? Old Mima who may have passed away. How's she coming into your life? What are your thoughts?
Well, and how do you mother? How is your relationship with how you mother? Whether you have children or not, we all mother something. Some, like maybe you mother a plant or a fur baby, or you're more of the mother to the friend group that you're a part of. You don't have physical children. But I mean, it goes perfectly with the grounding, right? Going and connecting with Mother Earth, really plugging into this divine feminine energy. Yeah, that's so beautiful. I love that. Rising this year, we've done a lot of inner child work. And excuse me, we're getting ready to, we've been actually introducing this last couple of months archetypes. And this concept of interviewing your archetypes. And I had to do one this weekend where I got to mediate between two archetypes that were battling each other. And I got to mother both of them and just be like, okay, no children.
So let's take a second, like one step back and talk about like what an archetype is for just a minute. So an archetype is, just think of this different sides of who you are. Like in the simplest form, it's different parts of who you are. And so inner children is an archetype, and then there's inner children version of different things. And so when you can say, okay, think of two kids fighting, mamas, stop it. What did you really mean by this? But what did you really mean by this? What was your intention? All those sort of things. And I really love that you brought up the perspective of this that I wasn't talking about in the beginning. And that was very much like, how are you mothering? How are you nurturing as a part of that? And speaking of nurturing, I need to let The dogs love to go out right when we start this.
Right now.
Yes. So let me nurture them for 3 seconds.
While you go, I will read what I pulled. And it's from a book. But this is one of those books that you just can flip to anytime. And it says, oh, maybe I should wait for Jasmine. So we can get hers. It's okay. I'm going to go anyway. It's time. It's time. Loosen your grip. It is no longer meant for you. You're not really that attached. You're just afraid of the unknown. I get it. It's scary as all get out, but it's time. Let go, my love. Something beautiful is trying to take its place.
I only listened to the end part of that.
But wow.
So it was funny because we started out this, you were talking about kind of what was coming up for you in your healing journey this week. I feel like that has been coming up in mine. And only hearing the end part of that, for me, the thing that has been coming up is releasing my need to mother all the things. Like swear, like Bible. That is what's been coming up for me. Is like, I have been wanting, like my Libra energy has been like on fleek. It's like so much. And I'm like, stop. You don't need to keep everything in balance. It's not your job to manage all the things. It's not your job to tell anyone how to live their life. You live your life and they will come to you if they want you to tell them how to live their life. And you don't get to like mom everyone, which again is just me connecting to that mother line and being like, what do I need to be? How do I need to look at the way I'm mothering and stop it?
Stop it. Yeah, well, and it just like, driving up through the mountains today, all of the leaves are starting to turn, and we're Thursday. It's officially fall, y'all. Officially fall. And we're coming into this place where it's this really beautiful reminder of like, it's okay to let it go. And it will make space for more and new, bigger and beautiful. Yeah. And the trees don't like try to hold on to their leaves. Like, no, I need to hold on to this. I love this one. This one's my favorite though. I identify as this leaf. Who am I without this leaf? Well, you're going to grow new ones back and they're going to be beautiful and fresh and clean and lovely. So yeah, that was really good. Something beautiful is trying to take its place. Let it go, my love. Yeah. You're not really that attached. You're just afraid of the unknown.
Truth. That's like, not to like, I don't want to bring up a whole nother concept, but we are getting ready to do the Soul Connection Summit, which is on the 8th of October. So 2 weeks now, 2 weeks, something like that, 2 weeks. If you go to the old website, I think we have a linky that says it on here. I have to edit it. Okay. If you go to our website, mymindandbodycollective.com, you can sign up for the Soul Connection Summit. And the summit is all about connecting to yourself. We're going to really help you connect to you and what it is, and talk about 5 different ways that you connect to your soul. In the summit, we're going to talk about 5 different ways you connect to your soul. And then we're going to do a commitment to self ceremony. And how did you say it earlier? We're going to marry you to your mind, your body, and your soul. And it's going to be really fun. And I'm excited about it. So if it's something that you're interested in, check out the link that Jenny put in the old comments. Click on that and then sign up for the Soul Connection Summit. It's going to be recorded, so don't worry about if you can't be live with us. No problem. And it's 4 hours, Jenny? Is that how long we're going to be chatting? 3. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4.
I'm like, oh no, please not 4.
I don't know if you can handle that much of us.
Yeah. It's going to be really, really beautiful. A soul connection is one of those things that there's not one size fits all.
No.
Because y'all have a different soul than we do. But there are typically 5 different ways that most people will try to connect. And everybody has a dominant one of those 5. And so we're going to teach all 5 of them. And you may find that you have multiple. I do have all 4, 5.
I think everyone does. It's just like, which ones are you open to? Which ones are you most connected with? Which ones do you actually even value? That's another thing. I think that the value piece there is really interesting. And a lot of times you connect in a way that maybe isn't the traditional way. And so you've been overlooking it for a long time. And that's what I think was really integral in my spiritual practice, is learning that I'm a feeler and a knower. And those are not like the cool gifts. You know what I mean? That's not like what you would traditionally think of someone who is connected to their soul and who is like an oracle, even though I have really strong connections to it, and that's how I read for other people. So
yeah. Well, Jasmine just sneak peeked you 2 of them. 2 of that.
So we're really excited about the summit, and we're also really excited about the change of the weekly energy update for every Tuesday.
Yeah. So every week we're going to kind of share a little bit of what's going on. I mean, like right now there's like 5 planets in retrograde.
It's crazy.
Including Mercury, which is kind of one of the big daddy ones that a lot of people feel. And then the super emotional moon in Pisces. And we're getting ready for the autumnal equinox on Thursday, where we have equal light and dark. And so there's a lot of shift and change that's happening. And it can be a little hard sometimes.
We're getting ready to jump into shadow season. I mean, really, we're getting ready to jump into shadow season, which can be really uncomfortable for some people. As a water energy person myself, I'm like, let's fucking do it. But for people who are air, and they're like, it gets very frigid. It gets frigid. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So just kind of lean on us a little bit as we go into the shadow season. We're here for you. I'm here for you. I will guide us through the winter season because it's where Jasmine shines. We're going to get our pumpkin spice lattes, our Ugg boots, and our sweaters, and it will be amazing.
Yay!
Okay. Any last thoughts, Jenny, before we pop off for this evening?
No, we just need to celebrate. We had our 1-year anniversary in the new space. So
yeah, we did.
We just had a really beautiful experience with Angel Shannon. She came and did an incredible sound bath for us. Some beautiful people showed up, and we had delicious cookies and spring rolls, and it was just really fun. Yeah, to get to celebrate. We did it! A whole year!
We survived. We survived our first year in the big studio, our first year having renters. We survived.
Yeah. Learned a lot of lessons.
We learned a lot.
Not only did we survive, but we are expanding. Have we even announced this yet?
No, but we should talk about it. And we'll show you guys pictures of the journey as we go through, but we are expanding.
We are expanding. We're growing the studio into a bigger space.
Yeah, we're not moving buildings, so don't get crazy if you live close. We're not moving buildings. We're just moving back into the building that we're already in. and taking over a little more space, which is one of our favorite things about this space. We've kind of had a plan to expand, and there's another expansion already in the works that is not going to happen until next year. But yeah, expanding has always been on the path for us. Eventually, we'll take over the whole first floor.
Yeah.
Now we're in.
And we found these beautiful, magical, like rugs that are made of recycled saris.
Yes.
So the fabric is beautiful, the texture, the feeling, it just feels so rich. Like I picked them up and I like just broke out in goosebumps. I was like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. Never seen anything like it.
We went shopping and we're like, oh man, we're never gonna find it. Like we went through like so many like just gigantic warehouses of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we're never gonna find it. Like we're not gonna find what we're looking for. And then we did, and it was like, Papa! It was amazing.
Yeah, it wasn't what we thought we were gonna get. It was better.
Oh yeah.
So much better.
So much better. I'm so excited to show photos as we get the new studio space kind of looking and feeling the way that we want it to feel. And we'll take a little bit of time to get there, but we're excited nonetheless for the opportunity to have a bigger, better space. And it will be more private than our current space is right now. So that will be really fun.
Yeah. Okay. If you're just joining us, come back and watch the replay because we did pull some cards and get some energy reading updates for the week. So, and some fun stuff.
Perfect. Okay. We love you guys so much. We will see you next Tuesday for your weekly energy update.
Woo!
Bye.